Hey everybody, it's Ahmed Azad here, and listen, good evening and welcome to the final event of the Palestine Return Center's third annual Return Week. This is called Return Week, the final stage, where we're going to be hosting Palestinian performers, musicians, and artists, and we're going to be exclusively fundraising for UNRWA. So to close this third return week, we're going to be hearing from Palestinian musicians who will be speaking on the importance of different forms of resistance when it comes to the Palestinian struggle, and as well as performing traditional Palestinian folklore music and their own personal music on Palestine. And let me tell you something, me personally, I am very, very, very honored to be here with all of you here around the world and with this beautiful organization here in the UK. The Palestine Return Center is all about the most treasured and precious thing that we Palestinians have, which is our right of return. You know, Palestinians were all around the world. That's what being a refugee means. And it means we excel everywhere that we go as Palestinians. You know, we are Palestinians, we are ethnically cleansed, but we're the most successful ethnically cleansed people on planet Earth. That's something to be very proud of. We come from a place that has amazing history and amazing stories. And we've kept those things alive. That's why we're still here today, still here having these events, talking about our beautiful history and our beautiful culture. I know for me, it started when I was young. I mean, I always knew that I was different, you know, living in America, growing up. We came to America when I was 3. And, you know, I knew I was a little weird. You know, my dad spoke funny. We smelled like garlic all the time. We ate leaves from the backyard. You know, I knew we were different. But I also knew there was something special and deep to being who we were. You know, my parents are both Palestinians. My dad was born in 1948 in Jaffa, and he became a refugee. He became ethnically cleansed at the age of 1 week. 1 week he became ethnically cleansed, and they had to go to Jordan. And that's where they grew up. And then, you know, he grew up. There's all these stories behind it. And listen, he had to work hard. He went to an UNRWA school. My dad is an UNRWA registered refugee. He went to an UNRWA school. And listen, he had to work hard like other refugees. He just so that he could go to college, he had to finish first in high school, and he did. And just so that he could go from high school to a college to a master's program, he had to finish first in college, and he did. And just so that he could go from high school to college to a master's program to a PhD program, he had to finish first in his master's program, and he did. And then he came to America, and he worked for a big company for 35 years, and he had a big house and nice cars. And you know, my dad is a PhD in chemistry. He has 41 patents from the United States government. That's what hard work and UNRWA created for my dad. It's a beautiful thing. That's our Palestinian story. We come from nothing to everything. But do you know how hard it is to be the son of this person? I mean, he's achieved everything. I could never impress him. I remember when I was a kid, I brought my test home from school. I said, Baba, here's my test. I got a 96. Where is the other 4? I was like, oh, damn. You can't please these refugees. You can't impress them. That's what being Palestinian means. Excellence. And then my grandmother, Selma, George, my dad's name is George, George, she ended up coming to live with us in America in the 80s, and she lived with us for a really long time. And me and my brother Ahmad, we would go see her every night. Well, we loved her, but we would go see her because she would give us these great little chocolate cupcakes that my mom would never buy for us. And we'd go see her, and we'd had to pay a price, though, every night. And the price was her stories from Jaffa in 1948. But it wasn't a lot of stories. It was really one story. The same story every night. She told us in Arabic, "Alulna btirja'u ba'd usbu'ain." And she held up these 2 fingers every night. They told us we could come back after 2 weeks. وبعدنا عم نستنى فيهن. And we're still waiting for them. See, that is what we know. We know the truth. The truth is with us. I lived with the truth. I met the truth. We know the truth. That's why we sleep well at night. I'm not sure how they sleep. They know what they did. But we sleep well at night. We go through a lot of anguish, a lot of depression, a lot of suffering, a lot of sadness. But we still smile and we still laugh because we know the truth. That's what the truth means. And that's what this is all about. This is about the truth. This is about standing up for all of our refugees, including George. This is George. I still keep her picture around to remind me of these stories, to remind me of the 2 weeks that she's still waiting for. We all have this grandmother. We all have this story. And that is what this event is all about. So make sure that while you're enjoying all this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful art tonight, that you are giving to UNRWA. UNRWA, this amazing organization which created opportunities for people like my dad and millions of other Palestinians around the world who are able to now have productive lives because of UNRWA. And we still, though, no matter how much aid and help we're getting from Palestinian refugee organizations like UNRWA, we're still going to fight for our right of return, because that is something that no one can take away from us. No negotiation can take away from us. No government can take away from us. No organization can take away from us. It is something that we know keeps us deeply connected, deeply rooted in our homeland. So that's what this event is about. This return week, the closing stage, the Palestine Return Center, the right of return, the right of every Palestinian to be back in their homeland. And we're going to go home. We are going to return one day, and we're all going to be there and keep telling the stories of all of our grandmothers so that everyone in the world continues to hear them. All right, everybody, so don't forget to celebrate this. Celebrate UNRWA. Celebrate the Palestine Return Center. Give what you can. Listen, I know we Palestinians were very successful. I mean, I know this. I know that if I was at an event right now, I would know that you all had really nice cars because, we do very well. So listen, give and make sure that we keep telling our stories. All right, now I want to move on to our first performer tonight. Our first performer is a singer and songwriter and actress. She is from Haifa, Palestine, and she's a member of DAM, the revered Palestinian hip-hop group who have been rapping about the Palestinian struggle and life under occupation since the late 1990s. She began her solo music career in 2017 with her debut album entitled Between City Walls, which is a personal political collection of love-lorn folk songs inspired by classical Arabic music built on Spanish guitar riffs. So please now help me welcome our sister, Maysa Doe.
My name is Maysa Doe, and I'm a musician from Palestine. I was asked what I think the role is of music when it comes to the Palestinian cause, and I honestly think there's no one specific role for music, not only when it comes to the Palestinian cause, but in general, and that is the importance and beauty of it, because music and arts can give us many different things. It can validate our emotions. So whenever we are feeling sad, we find ourselves listening to musicians that we like, or a type of music that we like to get validation for something that we are feeling, or to get reassurance that someone else have felt this way, and maybe get like a guidance or an idea to how to navigate through that feeling. Or whenever we are feeling angry, or whenever we're feeling happy, and we put some music and we dance to it and we release that stress from our bodies. And what a lot of us do, most of us I think do, is that we document our lives. We document what we go through, what we feel, how we live, how we feel through something specific. And as Palestinian musicians, a lot of times we get labeled as activists or as political musicians. And I think what a lot of people don't really understand is that we don't sing about these things because we want to. It's not that we want to be activists. It's not that we want to sing about politics. Trust me, we don't. But because it's in every aspect of our lives, and our lives are deeply affected by it. It's in our social lives, in our families, in our economics, in our love life, in our jobs, in everything, every aspect. And when we document whatever I'm feeling in my life, in my love life, can be affected through that. Like one of my songs, Ta'al, that is a love song, but it's very much affected by it. It talks about a love story that is true between me and a person that I fell in love with, who is from the West Bank, and me being from the Arabs 48, the situation is very, very complicated. But this is what we do, we document it, and this is the importance of it, because I think when you really listen to different musicians coming from a specific place, you can really get a lot of information, and you can get a lot of more idea of the diversity of the things that happen here, the diversity of the people, the types of people, the diversity of the emotions that we go through, the diversity of ways to handle things that we go through. And it also connects us, like if we're talking about Palestinians, and specifically because there are different types of Palestinians. So we have the Arabs 48 Palestinians in Gaza, in the West Bank, and in the diaspora, and we don't really have a lot of options to connect. And through music and arts, I think that it connects us a lot. And whatever we are seeing today in the Arab world, and in Qatar, in the Mondial, and everywhere, it's not only because of music and arts, but it has a lot of influence. And you can see really the connection, and you can really see like how we are able to sing to the same song that is singing about a specific thing to the cause, and that we can really like be able to understand our lives better, like each other better, because we go through different experiences. And I think that is, like, for me, that is the most important thing about music, is the diversity in it. The importance of having different types, different musicians, different types of musicians, for it to be as diverse as possible. And when it is, it can really give us almost a full spectrum of whatever is happening in a specific place or in a specific time. And what I write about, what inspires me, is basically what I said, is our daily lives. And what I've been really trying to put more and more into my music is the diversity in myself, if that makes any sense. Because a lot of times I would find myself talking only about these social or political subjects, but I've been trying to navigate it more and more, and to be able to like really express the whole layers of what makes me myself, and be able to put that out. And that's also, I think, really important to realize that how much we are affected by it, by the politics, that this is what we are, and that we have a lot of more layers, and we have a lot of more complexities, and we are a lot more beautiful than the situation only, and we can put that in our arts as well. Yeah, thank you. انتي اللي قاعدة صفني كل اليوم بالشباك، سمعيني مع كل الوجع صمدة، ارفعي راسك، انت اللي ضحكتك عم بتغيب،
Thank you, Mesa. That was beautiful. Now I want to move on to our next performer, who is also Palestinian, a singer-songwriter and filmmaker from Jerusalem. He's produced globally influenced pop music rooted in Palestinian spirit. His music challenges stereotypes, and it highlights social issues facing Palestinian youth that are seldom addressed in Palestine. So please now help me welcome the next performer, Bashar Murad.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine no possession. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living for today. Yeah. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday that you will join us. Whoa, and the world will live as one. Imagine there's no checkpoints. Now wouldn't that be cool? No need for permits or visas. And to hell with the wall too. Imagine all the people living their lives free. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday that you will join us. Whoa, and the world will live as one. And the world will live as one.
Okay, давай.
موطني الجلال والجمال والثناء والبهاء في رباك والحياة والنجاة والهناء والرجاء في هواك هل أراك سالما غانما مكرما سالما منعما وغانما مكرما. هل أراك في علاك تبلغ السماك تبلغ السماك موطني موطني. لا نريد لا نريد ذلنا المؤبدا وعيشنا المنكدا ذلنا المؤبدا وعيشنا المنكدا. لا نريد بل نعيد مجدنا التاليد مجدنا التاليد موطني 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 موطني. يا سلام يا سلام يا سلام شو حلو هالكلام. لأول مرة حاسس في أمان شايف الدنيا ألوان ذهبي وفضي بخلوني متفائل لقدام. واللي صار صار تاريخ واللي راح ما كان قريب. أنا بضل أعمل تجديد أنا ما بقدر عالروتين. واللي صار صار تاريخ واللي راح ما كان قريب. أنا بضل أعمل تجديد أنا ونفسي مبسوطين. أنا رح أمشي أنا مع نفسي اللي بروح وبيجي لا لا ما بهمني. لو سألوني ولا مرة ببيع عيوني. أنا رح أمشي أنا مع نفسي أنا مع نفسي. كل شي معك طلع في الشباك. البلد كبيرة إلي أنا وياك. منلف العالم كمان من القدس لكازابلانكا بيروت لعمان. واللي صار صار تاريخ واللي راح ما كان قريب. أنا بضل أعمل تجديد أنا ما بقدر عالروتين. واللي صار صار تاريخ واللي راح ما كان قريب. أنا بضل أعمل تجديد أنا ونفسي مبسوطين. أنا رح أمشي أنا مع نفسي اللي بروح وبيجي لا لا ما بهمني. لو سألوني ولا مرة ببيع عيوني. أنا رح أمشي أنا مع نفسي أنا ونفسي في علاقة حميمة من زمن قصتنا طويلة. أنا ونفسي في علاقة حميمة وأنا معك دنيا جميلة دنيا جميلة دنيا جميلة. أنا ونفسي في علاقة حميمة من زمن قصتنا طويلة. أنا ونفسي في علاقة حميمة وأنا معي دنيا جميلة دنيا جميلة. أنا رح أمشي أنا مع نفسي اللي بروح وبيجي لا لا ما بهمني. لو ربطوني وهددوني ما ببيع عيوني. أنا رح أمشي أنا مع نفسي، أنا ونفسي في علاقة حميمة من زمان، قصتنا طويلة أنا ونفسي في علاقة حميمة، وأنا معي دنيا جميلة دنيا جميلة دنيا جميلة دنيا جميلة. شكرا.
Okay, thanks, Bashar. That was beautiful. Now let's move on to our next performer. Our next performer is a female singer, songwriter, rapper, performer, and activist born and raised in Vienna. Her music is inspired by her Palestinian, Lebanese, and Tunisian roots. And after winning the protest song contest with her song 9 November, which was written about Operation Luxor, one of the biggest racist house raids in Austrian history, her music became the only language she felt people understood and are willing to listen to. So please now help me welcome our sister, Isra.
For the amazing introduction. Hello, everyone. My name is Isra. I'm Palestinian, Lebanese, Tunisian, born and raised in Vienna, Austria. First of all, thank you to the Return Center for having me and for inviting me tonight. It's always a heartwarming experience and feeling to see all these artists, activists, academics, and all kind of people getting together for Palestine, and it gives me the feeling of hope. It gives me the feeling of empowerment, strength, and motivation. As for the music, it always has been part of me expressing myself, but I grew to realize that music was more than just a way of expressing. It was the only platform where people were actually willing to listen to what I gotta say. My family and I have endured a lot of anti-Palestinian racism in Austria, and it was very hard, like growing up, struggling with the identity, and that's why I go back to this amazing conference, because it gives me the strength and it motivates me and gives me the way to connect to my heritage. And music, of course, is a very important part of connecting me with the Arab language, with my heritage, what kind of accents we have. And for a person who's never been to Palestine, and the only dream I can carry on this pain with me and the pain of my ancestors. I have prepared for you a couple of songs tonight, and the first one is called Mr. Long Shadows, صاحب الظل الطويل. Yeah, let's go. A shout out to my Palestinian mug. I just realized I don't need you anymore. I can open my very own doors and let the light in even more. يا صاحب الظل الطويل، من أنت وماذا تريد؟ فتحت لنا الأبواب وثم غدرتنا، نعم غدرتنا. Tell me who you are, 'cause I wanna be the first to see. Tell me who you are, 'cause I wanna be the first to see. Tell me who you are, 'cause I want to be. يا صاحب الظل تتخلي، لازم تعيشي وتحلي. يمكن ما ضلي إلا شوية جنون بفني، يمكن صارت الأيام تسافر وتخبط بالحمام. علقنا في دوامة الأوهام، علقنا في دوامة الأوهام. I'ma tell you what I need and where I wanna be. I'ma show the people what I see and what I feel. I'ma let you see what you've never seen before. يا صاحب الظل الطويل، من أنت وما هذا تريد. Thank you, everyone. I think you'll be applauding behind the cameras. Yes. So, I just love music. It gives you such a empowering feeling, you know, to let all these emotions and words out. My next song is called Dur, and I will take to stand up.
Cartago?
Dur.
شو مالك يا عباس؟ شو هالإحساس؟ قالوا عنك لحاس لأننا كلنا حرامية. وين الإنسانية؟ جريح وشهيد ومليون قضية، وليش عصبية؟ انحارة لحارة، جريمة وإثارة وقذيفة وطيارة. اللي فات اللي مات كوابيس يومية، عايشين كاميرا خفية، بس هن مش عارفين إنه هسه نحنا راجعين. كوابيس يومية، عايشين كاميرا خفية، بس هن مش عارفين إنه هسه نحنا راجعين. زي ما قال عصفور دور دور، 100 راجعين 1,000,000%. دور دور، زي ما قال عصفور دور دور، 100 راجعين 1,000,000%. دور دور، قالوا عنا مساكين بعتبروها مجرمين، بس الله بيعلم نحنا مين، نحنا مين. يمكن عندك الإمكانية تقتل بس ما عادش فيه، اسكت وتسمينا إرهابية، بس انت فكرك زي الصهيونية. عايشين كاميرا خفية، بس هن مش عارفين إنه هسه نحنا راجعين. كوابيس يومية، عايشين كاميرا خفية، بس هن مش عارفين إنه هسه نحنا راجعين. زي ما قال عصفور دور دور، 100 راجعين 1,000,000%. دور دور، زي ما قال عصفور دور دور، 100 راجعين 1,000,000%. دور 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 دور، راجعين 1,000,000%. راجعين. Woo! And my last song for today is called Ifham. Ifham, شو مالك. It's one of my favorite songs actually, and it's not out yet. It will be on my EP Shadde. Let's go. Whoa, whoa, افهم شو مالك،
افهم شو مالك افهم احوالك افهم شو مالك خليك في بالك خليك بحوالك ايامك في الكوكب محدودة خط الحياة عقيدك مرسومة فاهم مش فاهم فاهم مش فاهم افهم لحالك خليك بحوالك افهم لحالك Tanze im Kreis, dreh mich allein Walzer der Zeit, bestimm mich nicht falsch Bleib lieber hier, als unten bei dir Bleib lieber hier, als unten bei dir Oh, Can you make it, für die mit Zemen Can we make it, can you make it, für die mit Zemen Can we make it, aman, aman, aman Baby I know I'm gonna go Pray to the Lord that one day you see The people, the struggle, the issues so real So that to the people and don't let me sleep Respect to the people that know what I feel Yeah, I don't know, I don't see Ich tanze im Kreis, dreh mich allein Walzer der Zeit, bestimm mich nicht falsch Ich bleib lieber hier, als unten bei dir Ich bleib lieber hier, als unten bei dir Oh, Can you make it, für die mit Zemen Can we make it, can you make it, für die mit Zemen Aman, 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 aman Can we make it, für die mit Zemen Aman, aman يمك في كوكب محدودة خط الحياة عقيدك مرسومة فاهم مش فاهم 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 مش فاهم 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 مش فاهم فاهم افهم شو مالك
And this was my last song for today. Thanks again for having me, and inshallah to have free Palestine. And for me, before I go, I have to do this.
Beautiful. Thank you, Isra. Thank you, Mesa. And thank you, Bashar, for sharing your beautiful talents with us here with the Palestine Return Center and this beautiful, beautiful Return Week event as we celebrate UNRWA. We celebrate the Palestinian right of return. Don't forget, keep giving to UNRWA, keep supporting them, become an ambassador for UNRWA in everything that you do. This organization has kept the Palestinian right of return and the spirit of Palestinian refugees alive, just like we Palestinians have been doing for 74 years. Remember, it's never a bad time to talk about Palestine. Keep talking about it. Keep talking about the right of return. Keep saying free, free Palestine every chance that you get. My name again is Ahmed Zahar. I've been so proud to be with all of you here. I love you all. I'm proud of you all. Keep talking about Palestine. Keep supporting each other. Keep loving each other. And I'll see you soon.